everybody, it's Diane here. As you probably read in the title or description, I'm working on the cover for that Just Glue It book. And I came across these dinner plates in a magazine. So I cut them out, and as you can see, I'm arranging. And you tell me, what about the green? The original green there? My intent was to cover it all up. I'm not a green person. You know, it would never be my first choice. But I kind of like that. Do you kind of like that? There is writing under here you may not recall, so I do have to cover that in some way, which, these do cover it. This cover is short. I don't understand that, but it is short. I have thought of, joining a paper or a fabric edge or something, but this has to kind of be in a corner. Maybe I could move it over. But then again, that's just the way it came. Just leave it alone. I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. There's 3 more plates I could put on the back. As you can see, this one, obviously there's a rim, but if I'm short, I could just cut like this one is, there's shading there, but I could just cut a pattern out of a magazine to fill in. But that's okay. Let me put this aside. That's it. I'm going home. I'm just going to put it over here so I remember the arrangement. And as you saw, it blew away. All right. There's nothing on the spine, so I don't have to necessarily cover it. As you can see, this is cut. That's just the way it was in the magazine. That's fine. It's a tad dull. I could see that point, but then again, it's the back. I think that's okay. All right, let's blow this to the side. Okay. The inside, that's green too. I thought I definitely would cover this. I'm not sure. This is, a page. I could leave it. This belongs to and kind of decorate it. I may do that. But I found this in looking for other cover stuff. And would that be interesting? And I didn't cut it apart, obviously, because I don't know if I want this pinking looking edge or if I would cut it just as squares. I'll save this word for my Word file. These are fabric swatches. Well, pictures of fabric swatches. Boy, that looks very Art Nouveau, doesn't it? I didn't think of that until I cut it apart. And then there's the back inside cover too. But no, I didn't know what to do today, and for some reason, this crossed my mind. I never did do a cover. Well, I could do that and then put something in the other 3 squares. Is it the same? Yes. Okay. Would you run tape or something in here? Yeah, it's pulling. It's a little tiny bit. That's pretty. But I think I want these 3. I suppose I should wait and see what I put in the negative space there to know if I want to cut out that edging or not, right? Yeah. I don't know. What would you put there? And how would you reinforce that? Well, washi tape, I guess, but what tape? I do have a wide, just a green dot that doesn't match this green at all, but I won't mention that. I'll think about that. That's not that important. I don't know. Okay, and would you add a fabric strip or something to fill this in? I don't know why they did that. What? Somebody tell me, what is the point of that? Are you supposed to write on this or something? I never went there. I guess I don't get it. And then while we're on the subject, I had left pages blank in between to see how it's going to bulk up. Would you glue on those or just be done? Well, us type A's would like to just be done. I have a couple more to do. But is that too, would that be too bulky then? Let's look at fabric. I have a stash right here. I have other stuff elsewhere. But just to get an idea if we want that at all. Okay, just as a little test. I would probably sew it and then glue everything over a bit. Or glue it. I'm not sure if I can get this on my machine. I think I kind of like that idea. They said, I don't understand this. And I suppose technically it would protect the pages a little better, right? Well, that's not terrible. It matches this. I don't really like it though. And I have a timer going to go off pretty soon. I hope I can catch it in time. In time, get it? What about something dark? Okay, I don't love that either. No. What about black and white? No, that looks... that style isn't really right. No. Cow. You know, actually, that's not bad. Although I don't know that I really want cow print. No, it's not terrible. Too busy. Oh, the green is off. Alright, let me try this lemon or whatever it is, peaches. And then I think I'll pause, grab my timer. I'll goof around with the front and back covers. I'm still not sure about the inside. I don't know if it's going to be done when I come back or not. I'm not sold on that either. I think I'm going to have to go look at my other fabric and goof around with the cover all day. Alright folks, hang on. Okay, here we are. I used that cow print. For one thing, it's like a flannel. Or it is flannel, I'm not sure. So it has a little more stiffness to it than a cotton. I thought that might be nice. I wanted to give you an example. I pulled this out too, and it's like, yeah, that matches really well. But I don't think it matches with this so well. That's a matter of opinion. But just to give you an example. It's sewed fine. I did a zigzag. I put this terracotta color plate on the back because with the fabric I moved everything over a little bit. So there really wasn't a need for that on this side. So it's over here. I did not go over this. There probably is a word for that. You look it up. I found washi tape I had that it's actually Christmas, like pine boughs. And I put it in the back, even though it really didn't need it, but since it was in the front. I did cut out all those little peekings because I tried it, you know, straight across and had a white border in there. That didn't look right on the green. I didn't, you know, as long as it had that interesting edge, I didn't want to just cut it square, so. And yes, it took forever. If you have pinking shears that are that size, the only ones I have are fabric, and I didn't want to use them on paper. You know, you could actually do that with fabric too, crossed my mind. That would be kind of neat. Okay, so what are we doing now? All I know definitely is I thought this notebook belongs to, since it's a glue book, let's find my name, D-I-A-N-E, and then change this to glue. And if I can't find letters that small, I'll just put like glue book. So let's look for letters quick. Here's an N. Not too exciting. So have you given any thought to this area? If, you know, I find something, but you know, nothing's coming to my mind. I don't know. I don't think I want blue on the green. Here's a D. Oh, does this open? Because I always miss this stuff. Tricky magazines. I know there's an A, but I think I'm going to make it be all different. And do I want to do anything else on this page? I don't know. I was pleased with the way that fabric came out, though. I think it looks nice. It's interesting anyway. And then it covers up this edge that was exposed. We don't know why it was, and I know I made that clear already. Well, this isn't too exciting. Is there any more interesting fonts in here? No. All right. What about this one? I know this one's cut up quite a bit. There we go. There's an E. Yeah, it's going to be cut up even more now, isn't it? An I and an A. Well, okay. I know I said I wanted to make it different, but you know what? It's right there. I will cut these letters up a little better on my own. How does that look? I don't know, Diane. The right side of your counter is in the dark again. I don't know what, I explained this before. The light I have, you know, kind of bends, and I guess I get it out of whack every once in a while. I don't know. All right, glue. That's okay. If I find a bolder N, I'm going to take it. That kind of disappears there, doesn't it? Well, you know, to cover, just note. Of course, all I really need is GLU, right? But I say that's going to be so tiny to cut that out. Maybe I should just spell out Glue Book and kind of angle it over it. I don't know. Well, here's an L and an E and a G. I know U's are not all that easy to find. Oh, and a B. All right. So we need U and ook. And if you're screaming at me, you're missing a B. I'm sorry. I don't want that color. That's too close. Well, here's two O's. All kinds of O's. Okay, a K and a U, right? That's it? Oh, there's a U right there. All right. And I know K's are not that easy to find either. All right, I'll finish this off looking for a K. If I don't find it, I'll find one somewhere else. That's. I don't like that color, but I may be stuck with it. All right, I'm gonna pause again and piece in these letters. That might be it for this video because I don't know what else to put in here. It is blank. It's plain. I agree with everyone saying it really needs something, but I don't know what. So I may just wait till I come across something, till I get some great idea. I think I'm stuck with that K. Oh, well, you know what? That is ook. All right, I'll see if I want to use the O's out of that too. All right, come back. I think this is all I'm going to do, but then we'll see. We'll discuss. Hang on again. Okay, I found a new N. I also got a new E because the other one, if you cut it, a square, you could just barely see a little color from the letter that had been next to it, on the right, and I didn't like that. Said all I did different. And I did use the OOK. I think that's good. This bugs me. I don't understand. I think you're supposed to write on it. I don't know. What if we just put washi tape over that? I thought of this fabric, and wouldn't that be sweet? Except it's too short. So that would be okay. I don't think it's great. This light now is brushing my hair, or I'm brushing it, I guess is more appropriate to say. That would be fine. I don't know that that's great either. I do have more choices than these three, but I thought one of these should be okay. No, I kind of like that one. All right. And I think I'm going to just go all the way instead of trying to piece in. That's a little ridiculous. All right, I'm telling you guys, this is just a simple little, I got glue all over the place. It's blobbing out of my bottle. Could have gone a little smoother. Come here. Which way do I want it? I think this way. Okay, let's see if she can mess this up. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, and then I think I'm going to have to do something on this side. That does not look right. And I don't know why I didn't write down. I always write down when I started these things. So I'm going to have to go back and look at my first video so I can write the date down. I could piece that in too with magazine. And I can get glue on more things that don't need glue. All right, Helen, I feel your pain. I've got one little hair of washi tape that doesn't want to cut. She's always lamenting it's hard to trim stuff off in book pages, and she's absolutely right. That's Helen at Moss Cottage. All right, I like that. It needs something. I don't know what, but I think this video's long enough. I'm sick of my glue. Somewhere along the line, I will come across something. All right, so there we go. I think this is a lot better than what it was. If you do something like this, you certainly could go whole hog and cover the whole thing and paint it and decoupage and the whole bit. But I think for what is in here, this is good. You could certainly put fabric or something over the spine too. But this is what Diane is doing. Okay, everyone, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have a very good day.